Okay, it's been game time for a long time, and the games are over. Cases come to a close. All the things. It's been officially noted and noticed in the books of history that not only was I completely 100% innocent, but also that the psychological games they were playing were completely ineffective. And the reason I stayed so quiet is to map their strategy and crush it. So, here's something that I need to let out into the open. This is a revelation of certain truth that I probably should have said long ago. I let them believe, because they had me on illegal surveillance, right? So I let them believe with my body language and with certain signs I was exhibiting in response that certain triggers they were really digging into were heavily effective on me. And I didn't negate that. I kind of corralled focus for their attacks into those specific triggers, which literally had zero to no effect on me. There was a part that was an act. So I let them think, and again, they decided that I thought this. I never came right out and said it. So I still didn't lie. But I let them think I was being heavily influenced by certain things that were incredibly triggering to me, but they weren't actually. I exhibited signs of frustration and anger on camera, and that's part of how I found out when they started doubling down on those certain specific types of attacks. Like I kind of exhibited frustration on camera in their illegal surveillance, knowing they were watching. And I knew this was a part of their playbook. And the fact that it didn't really trigger me, well, that in a sense was to put focus where I wanted it, so I could control the narrative to whatever I deemed fit. So the things that they thought were the most triggering, I was actually not too worried about. And now today I kind of laugh a little bit about it, because they never knew me at all. They knew what they saw on camera. They knew what they saw in public, but the thing is, they orchestrated situations in public, and I knew they were orchestrating them. So I led them, or guided them, into believing that they had me, bam, trapped, locked down, put in a box. This one's easy, we got this. And I gave them a false sense of confidence about their own dark actions, so that I can maintain my own balance and control for when it was time to officially uproot myself from the situation entirely and bring all of their attacks to light. So I decided that nobody deserved to be treated this way. And because I could withstand it, and because I was strong enough mentally to see through it, I would do something to help the others that were being treated this way. And I chose to do that. And it was at great personal cost and great personal risk, but nobody deserves to be treated the way I was, especially not the other chosen ones. So, in the chaotic disruption that was my life for decades, I had silently worked on myself and silently grown and silently built intelligence. And I did things at night like learn about neurology. I did things at night like learn about philosophy. I did things late at night with nobody looking, like start to understand the psychology of these individuals. And I put it all together in meditation so they couldn't monitor pineal communication. I didn't project the thoughts that showed that I had an understanding of what was going on, because I knew that was unsafe. So I learned how to circumvent it. I learned how to circumvent pineal communication until my pineal gland my pineal function was strong enough to fully block out those that were consistently infiltrating. If you notice, a lot of them got put in the dark. I just all of a sudden went ghost on tons of people. Just went ghost. And then in the meantime, like the whole meantime, I was building my own fortitude. I was building my clarity. I was building my knowledge base. I was building my energy. I was building me. And I did all of this in silence for the one day that I would be able to, I didn't know when it was at the time, but for the day that I'd be able to come out of this and exhibit rapid growth and healing. The thing is, it wasn't rapid growth. It wasn't rapid healing. It was long term. It took years of hard work while under consistent attack. And I was able to outpace my healing, or I was able to heal faster than they were able to attack, because I know my mind, and it's a quantum processing unit at this point. I know my mind functions. I know all about trauma therapies and all kinds of other things, because I did the relevant research and I applied it to myself. So I wasn't going to their corrupted therapist. I wasn't talking to their system all about what I was going through, because I knew those people would do nothing but report back to the source of the attacks and try to find some other way to manipulate, control, or do dark deeds. Thing is, I had to do this myself. I had no choice, because I didn't have any support. And not only that, but I was put into a situation where they were using the local everybody, medical providers, they're using the VA, they were using judges to do all this. The falsified paperwork you guys are all hearing about. Like, I've had crazy allegations against me from people that were filing false reports from times I was sitting on in my house on camera, not doing these things. So, and I warned them about this. Like, this isn't gonna go well for you. The cops, the local cops, they used to sit in the parking lot of the fire department across the street from my house and see me in the picture window, not committing these acts. So they literally, there's literally no reason why they had any reason to file these reports at all. I was on camera and in visible sight many times not doing these things. Look, I'm not maniacal or diabolical. I'm not a villain. I'm a victim. The fact that I don't happen to have victim mentality, well, that's on me. It's on my own knowledge, my own understanding, my own mental fortitude. The fact remains that I am a victim of targeting. And because all of this happened and all these people were involved, yes, it will be RICO. There are now 2 police stations I have tried to report these things to, and I was labeled crazy and told to get to stepping. But it's all over social media. So the fact that they're denying it just proves their involvement. There's no reason why they should be able to deny a valid police report, especially when the only people's names I gave were a corrupted VA doctor and my own family. I painted them a lovely picture about all about how my childhood was and how I had been left to suffer for a very long time. I'm also clean and sober for quite a while. 100% clean and sober for quite a while. And there's no reason why I wouldn't be labeled as a credible witness in my own case. So there's no reason why my report should have been invalidated. And I think we should probably look into that, especially seeing as how I'm owed so much money.